Greetings, dear viewers, and welcome to a tale that will send shivers down your spine and haunt your very dreams. Tonight, I bring you a story drenched in the chilling shadows of history. A story that unfolded in the quaint town of Louviers, France, in the year 1647. Picture this: the clock tower's ominous chimes echoing through the night, a moon hidden behind thick, foreboding clouds, and a young woman named Marguerite trapped in a nightmare beyond imagination. It's a tale of possession, exorcism, and an unspeakable darkness that descended upon an unsuspecting town. But beware, for this is not a story for the faint of heart. It's a story of malevolent forces that defy reason, a battle between the holy and the unholy, and a sacrifice born out of the purest love. As we delve into the depths of this chilling narrative, I urge you to get ready, to brace yourselves for a journey into the unknown, for the clock is ticking and the horrors of Louviers await. So, dear viewers, with bated breath and a heart ready to race, let us begin. In the chilling darkness of Louviers, France, in the year 1647, the clock tower's ominous chimes echoed through the town like a harbinger of doom. The moon, shrouded in a cloak of thick clouds, cast eerie shadows upon the cobbled streets, giving birth to a dreadful tale that would haunt the town for generations. In a quaint cottage, nestled amidst the gnarled trees on the outskirts of Louviers, a young woman named Marguerite found herself trapped in a nightmare beyond imagination. The night had already begun to crawl into the deepest corners of her soul when strange occurrences began to unfold. The air grew heavy, and the walls of her room seemed to pulsate with a malevolent energy. Marguerite had always been a devout woman. Yet, on this fateful night, as the clock struck midnight, she felt a force dark and sinister take hold of her. Her body contorted in unnatural ways, her eyes turned a bloodshot red, and a guttural, otherworldly voice emerged from her trembling lips. "Who dares to challenge the might of the fallen?" The voice croaked, sending shivers down the spines of all who heard it. News of the inexplicable events in Marguerite's cottage spread like wildfire, igniting fear and curiosity in equal measure. The townsfolk gathered in hushed clusters, whispering about demonic possession and the impending wrath of the unholy. Father Pierre, the local priest, took it upon himself to confront this malevolent presence. Armed with the Holy Bible and a vial of sacred water, he entered the cottage, determined to exorcise whatever darkness had taken root in Marguerite's soul. As Father Pierre began the ancient ritual, the room seemed to rebel against him. Shadows danced on the walls, and the temperature plummeted, chilling him to the bone. Marguerite's body writhed with an otherworldly strength, contorting into grotesque shapes. The unholy voice that emanated from her spoke of ancient sins and unspeakable horrors. "Release her," Father Pierre commanded, his voice trembling with a mixture of fear and determination. The entity inside Marguerite laughed, a bone-chilling sound that seemed to reverberate through the very foundations of the cottage. "Release her. We have no intention of letting go. She is ours." For days, the battle between the priest and the malevolent force raged on. The entire town was gripped by fear, their faith tested as they watched a holy man grapple with the supernatural. The clock tower's ominous chimes continued to toll, marking the passing hours as the nightmarish ordeal persisted. Outside the cottage, strange occurrences became a part of daily life in Louviers. Crops withered, livestock perished, and the once thriving town began to wither under the oppressive weight of darkness. Whispers of witches and curses filled the air, and fear gripped the hearts of all who called Louviers home. Desperation led the townsfolk to seek the counsel of a renowned witch hunter, Lucien Leclerc. His reputation was infamous, his methods brutal, but the townspeople believed that only someone of his prowess could vanquish the evil that plagued their town. Lucien arrived in Louviers, his imposing figure casting a long shadow as he strode through the cobblestone streets. His sharp eyes assessed the situation, and he soon realized that this was no ordinary possession. The malevolent force was ancient, powerful, and unrelenting. He confronted Father Pierre, who by now was a hollow shell of a man, drained by his futile efforts. Lucien's voice was cold and unyielding. "Stand aside, priest. I will do what needs to be done." The witch hunter entered the cottage with an air of grim determination. He recited incantations and performed rituals that sent shockwaves through the house. The malevolent force fought back with a ferocity that defied reason, causing the very walls to tremble. Marguerite's eyes, once filled with warmth and kindness, were now empty, a window to a soul tormented beyond measure. She pleaded for release, but her voice was drowned out by the infernal laughter of the entity that held her captive. Days turned into weeks, and still the battle raged on. Louviers had become a ghost town, its once thriving streets now echoing with the ghostly wails of the possessed. The moon, a silent witness to the horrors unfolding below, seemed to hang lower in the sky, casting an eerie pallor over the cursed town. In the end, it was not strength or brutality that would save Louviers, but a sacrifice of the purest love. Marguerite's mother, a woman of unwavering faith and boundless love, offered herself as a vessel to save her daughter. With tears in her eyes and a heart heavy with sorrow, she embraced the darkness, allowing the malevolent force to enter her body. In that moment of selflessness, the entity's hold on Marguerite weakened, and Father Pierre, with the last reserves of his strength, completed the exorcism. As the malevolent force was expelled, it howled in anguish, a sound that would forever haunt the nightmares of those who had witnessed the ordeal. It retreated into the shadows, leaving behind a town scarred by fear and darkness. Louviers slowly began to heal, but the memory of that dreadful night in 1647 would never fade. The clock tower's chimes, once a harbinger of doom, now served as a reminder of the resilience of faith and love in the face of unspeakable evil. And so, the story of the Louviers' possessions became a cautionary tale, a testament to the enduring battle between light and darkness, faith and despair. In a world where the line between the two is often thinner than we dare to imagine. From the eerie shadows of Louviers' darkest night, we extract wisdom, a profound lesson that transcends time and place. In the face of unspeakable evil, it is not the might of arms or the ferocity of battle that prevails, but the boundless power of sacrificial love. It is a reminder that even in the darkest hour, the human spirit, fortified by unwavering faith and love, can conquer the most malevolent of forces. So, dear viewers, let this story be a testament to the enduring strength of the human soul and a beacon of hope that even in the bleakest of moments, love's light can pierce through the abyss. Thank you for joining us for this spine-tingling story. We hope you found it both thrilling and thought-provoking. If you enjoyed this video, please consider participating in our channel by subscribing, liking, and sharing it with your friends. Your support goes a long way in helping us create more engaging content for you. Goodbye, and may you always tread carefully in the world of the unknown.